Hello guys, mastering Laravel Eloquent is still a big topic in Laravel community. I realized that while talking to people in personal roadmaps on Laravel Daily, and I decided to release here on YouTube a part of my course Eloquent Expert Level related to complex relationships. Because that was the topic that people repeated all the time in their answers, so I decided to combine 5 lessons from this course. These ones: polymorphic relations, advanced belongs to many, has many through, so 4 lessons about relations. And also at the end we'll add another video about relationship packages, useful packages for relations. So those combined will be 12-minute or so video about relationships in Eloquent. And if you want the full course, which is 1.5 hour long, in 38 lessons, but each lesson is pretty short and concise. This is kind of my style of teaching. So I will link the full course in the description below. This is available for premium members of Laravel Daily, still on Black Friday deal until December the 1st. So let's dive into Eloquent relations. In this video, I will show you an example of polymorphic relations in Eloquent. I will partially read the text version of this lesson for the before and after structure. So let's take a look. Imagine you have 3 database tables, projects, tasks, and users, and you want to create photos structure. But photo may belong to a project or a task or a user. One way to structure that without any polymorphic relationships would be this on the left. So separate database tables, project photos, task photos, user photos with the same structure. The only difference would be project ID, task ID, or user ID foreign key. But that doesn't look optimized, doesn't it? A lot of repeating behavior. Also, another approach, again without polymorphic relationships, would be something like this. Table photos with all 3 columns possible, foreign keys, and 2 of them would be nullable and only 1 would be filled. But this also requires the constraints to be forced, like only 1 of 3 always present. So such use case is a perfect use case for polymorphic relationships. Then the structure of the database table is this. You have model ID, which is ID to one of those 3 tables, and then model type, which is the string of the model. So that is not really a relationship, a foreign key on database level. Instead, it's a structure with relationship on Eloquent on Laravel level. And Laravel way to structure that is to prefix the table name with able ID and able type. And I will show you the actual values in a minute. And then the migration could look something like this. So 2 separate fields, but instead Laravel allows you to do something like this. And this is where I will switch to the editor and show you the actual data with the code. So this is our polymorphic relationship database table. And then in the database we have these values, photoable type and photoable ID. And some of the photos are belonging to users or tasks. So the model name is specified here. Then in the Eloquent model, photo, you have something like this. Fillable fields and photoable just morph to. And then in each of the model, for example, tasks, you have photos morph many, specifying the field photoable prefix to photo class, which is another model. And then how you use that, for example, in the controller, you need to show users with photos is just like that. You're loading that with, like it would be a has many relationship, and then do for each photo file name, again like it would be a typical has many relationship. And you can do then similar task with photos with roughly the same syntax. The result would be something like this: user ID with name and then all the photos in a for each, and similar thing to the tasks model. One more thing you may also customize in that app model's user value. Maybe if you don't like the full path to your model, you may assign kind of an alias. In your app service provider, in the boot method, you can do relation enforce morph map. This is the name of the function. And now if I reseed the data with migrate fresh, in the database we would have user or task, which would be more readable if you use SQL client. So So this is kind of the most typical example of polymorphic relation instead of using many database columns or many database tables for this purpose. In this video, we will continue the topic of polymorphic relations, but with a more complex example of many-to-many polymorphic. So based on the previous video, we had an example of photos, and each photo could belong to a task or to a user or to a project. But what if it can belong to both, to a few of those models? So the same photo could be used as a task photo or as a user photo. Then it kind of has a belongs to many relationship smell, right? So belongs to many for polymorphic is many-to-many polymorphic. I know it sounds weird, let me demonstrate. So there's still a separate table photos, but then there's a separate pivot table called photoables, which will have photo ID and then the same polymorphic photoable. In the database, look at this, photos, just the file name, and then photoables is photo ID, then user with shorter alias enforced by map, and then photoable ID, which means that photo number 3 belongs to second user, but it may also belong to any task. And then the relationship structure in Eloquent is like this: photo, users morphed by many user, and tasks morphed by many tasks. And in each of those models, in the task, we have morph to many. So two things, morph to many and morphed by many. It may sound confusing, but as soon as you actually structure it once, you would get the idea. It just takes some practice. And then in the controller, nothing changes from the previous lesson. We have user with photos and then for each inside of a for each. The only difference is that photo may belong to both user and task. In this video, let's talk about belongs to many-to-many relationships in Eloquent with extra features on top of default two fields. So usual stuff is foreign ID for example, project user, but did you know you can add more fields here with different syntax? So for example, if you add table timestamps here and if you attach, assign, sync more relationships, then in the database, those created at and updated at would be automatically filled. Or not strictly automatically. For that to work, you need to add with timestamps in your model, in your relationship. Similarly, you can add any more fields. For example, Boolean is active, default false, and then if you add that as with pivot, and you may provide multiple columns here, then in the controller, for example, you get the project with users, and you may reference those columns as user pivot. Pivot is active or pivot created at. And this is the visual result. So underline 0 or 1 corresponds to this user pivot is active, and then user pivot created at is this value or that value, because in this case there are multiple records corresponding to the same project. Also, you may query by those columns with syntax like this, where pivot. So you may even create a separate function that would reuse the same relationship in Eloquent and then go where pivot is active, and then in your controller you may reference it as a relationship. So here, instead of project with user, you're doing project with active users only, and then if we reload that page, we should see fewer records. Exactly, so no active users here, a few here, and so on. In this video, I will show you Eloquent feature called has many through relationship. In other words, it's a has many 2 levels deep. For example, we have a project model which belongs to a user, so user has many projects, and then each project has many tasks. So then it's a chain 2 levels deep, user, projects, tasks. And what if your goal is to show users with their tasks? How would you load that has many 2 levels deep? The solution is, or one of the solutions is this. Tasks relationship in the user model has many through. So you specify the deeper model to have relationship with through an intermediate model of projects. Then somewhere in your controller, for example, you can do user with tasks directly. So in this controller, you don't even see projects mentioned. And the result of that page is this: username and then task, task, task listed in the for each loop here. In the database, we have the list of users, then list of projects belonging to user, and then list of tasks belonging to project. So task table doesn't have user ID as a field, but that has many through relationship allows to perform this operation. And if we look at the Laravel debug bar, what SQL query is actually happening under the hood, it's this down below. Select all tasks from tasks, joining project, where project user ID is in the list of users that we have from here. So it's kind of like eager loading, but with more complicated query. In this video, I will show you 3 packages related to relationships in Eloquent on top of the default Eloquent functionality. And one of the most popular ones with almost 3,000 stars on GitHub is Eloquent Has Many Deep by Jonas Staudenmaier. So we've been talking in this course about has many and has many through, but then if you have more levels, you can use this package for structure like this. Country has many users, has many posts, has many comments. And then you define your model with relationships like this, or another syntax is this has many deep, providing the foreign keys and the local keys. And there's more functionality here listed, many to many. Polymorphic should be here somewhere, morph many, morph to many, so you can read a really long readme here with all the cases and how to use that package. Pretty powerful. Another package about relationship comes from Titan company called Parental, and this allows you to bring so-called single table inheritance logic. What does that even mean? In cases where you have the same table as parent and child. This is in the description, referencing the same table for relationships. Actually, this package is pretty hard to understand in my experience from the first reading. You just need to try it out yourself and see how it works. So use has children, use has parent, also guest is involved, and then you can use something like this, different models referencing the same database table because extends user is here. And final package in this video, almost classics, cascade soft deletes. Such a big problem, and the solution for whatever reason never appeared in the core framework because probably people got used to using this package. The problem is this, with soft deletes, if you have has many relationship and you soft delete the parent record, nothing happens with children record. Because soft deletes is not a database concept, so there's no cascade, no automation on database level. For that, you need to take care of soft deleting the related records yourself, or do that with this package. So you define, for example, that whenever you soft delete post, then delete the comments as well, soft delete. As simple as that, nothing really fancy, but the package is really popular and I've used it many times on many projects. So yeah, these were 5 videos from the course combined into one YouTube video. If you want the full course, I will browse through the lessons here that you would see what we discuss inside. Again, the link to the full course will be in the description below. Or if you have more questions related to this video about Eloquent relationships, ask them in the comments and I may shoot follow-up videos in the future. That's it for this time and see you guys in other videos.